The plant we're monitoring here at Strickland is Prostanthera askania. It's also commonly known as the Tranquility mintbush. It's a scrambling shrub growing from about 1 to 2.5 metres high, and it's got a beautiful, delicate mauve-like flower. Prostantheras are commonly known as mint bushes, and they all have this unique aroma. So Prostanthera askania is an endangered plant in New South Wales and is also endangered under the Federal Environmental Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act. The monitoring has showed that although we've had some great rainfall, some populations still have not bounced back like we thought, and while hanging in there, are still on the decline. So in 2022 we were last filming here in Strickland State Forest with a different intention for these plants. At that point in time we were preparing for an ecological burn which we were hoping that would take place in the forest, but as life goes it didn't all go to plan. We came across a lot of hurdles, and those populations unfortunately are still declining, but we have that genetic stock which we've grown in the gardens, and we are now planting out here today in a more optimal environment. We came to the Hunter Ridge Botanic Garden some years ago to seek their expertise in striking and then growing and caring for our mint bush.
So all these plants we have here now were collected in 2021 from a patch of the Tranquility mint bush that was in rapid decline. So we took it as essentially an insurance to protect the population.
And we wanted to make sure we captured that genetic material and diversity of the population.
So we've got the information on there. So this is W2, that's its unique number. And these have been very successful. This is that growth from cutting to that has only been about a month.
All the workers here are volunteers, and they work on several Saving Our Species projects. This is just one of them with the mint bush.
40, 50 years I've been involved in conservation, so I find this a really satisfying project. I'm originally a science teacher. I have a degree in botany. I find that I'm propagating some plants that some people, no one else has ever done. So it's a unique opportunity to do interesting work.
The gardens have done a fantastic job here, and it's been a great success. They have no troubles at striking them and growing and caring for them. You can see how lush the growth is. We only wish this would happen in the field, but we are hopeful when we plant these back out that it will be a success, and we'll be able to maintain that genetic diversity in the forest.
So what we're going to do now is we've found a new site that's suitable for the species to hopefully thrive at, and we're going to plant these out there.
So these are the plants that are about to be returned to the Strickland forest, and so they've got, you can see, little cut ends. We tend to like to trim them, gives them a better chance of survival.
Planting day's arrived, and we're incredibly excited to be taking these mint bush plants out to the forest.
When you have a species that's declined so rapidly in the space that we've been monitoring it, which is about 6 or 7 years, it is really concerning. And thankfully, we had the foresight to take these cuttings back before the population had really declined. And it's fantastic that the Botanic Gardens here have managed to keep them so long for us, because these plants only exist now in the nursery.
So this is a really good partnership in my mind, with the SOS guys, the volunteers, and of course, my beloved Forestry Corporation in South Wales. Strickland State Forest is about an hour north of Sydney, an hour south of Newcastle, really accessible. As soon as you turn off that road, you can be up here in about 10 minutes. and walking through a really diverse forest.
Planting day here in Strickland State Forest. We're just about to start putting the plants in the ground with the volunteers, which is a really exciting moment. Put the plants in roughly 1 to 2 metres apart in this sort of zone, and same thing further up the slope. There's another stake up there. It's a pioneer species where essentially it's one of the first things that comes back after a disturbance, like a tree fall in the rainforest or after a fire. Yeah, it feels a really important ecological niche.
It is a bit of a steep climb to get to these plants. It gets the heart pumping and works up a bit of a sweat, as you can see. Everyone manages the leeches, takes them in their stride, along with the bullants and all the other beauties that we find in the bush.
What brings me out today? I guess it's a little bit about giving back to the forest and the community. I'm part of a group. I'm in here with my dog all the time, and actually we have got a club, the Canicross Club. So we actually run and race in the state forests in Strickland and up the road in Naroomba. So this is very much also a part of giving back and just being part of the community and caring for the environment.
We've got pygmy possums here. We've got yellow belly gliders, a whole range of different animals here. Giant burrowing frogs. It's just great.
When you're in the forest, it's almost like a freeing up of everything. You don't have to think about anything. Well, you can't think about anything else, and just you're breathing differently, and all thoughts of problems and works and families all just disappears.
Yeah,
I think
so
it disappears for me.
So good for mental and physical health.
We've got 10 kilometres of walking trail in the place, and it's such a diverse forest because it goes from heath woodland up the top, through dry sclerophyll forest, into wet sclerophyll forest, and then down to gully rainforest with spring-fed creeks. So what more could you ask for?
Why would you enjoy doing this? Why wouldn't you enjoy doing this? It's a delight. I am part of nature. We are not separate from. We need to actually, and part of the reason plants like this are disappearing is because of our separateness from nature, and building housing, doing agriculture, all of those things that humans do, pretending they're separate too. So I think it's important that we're able to be responsible and make some slight impact on redressing the wrongs, if you like.
So it doesn't take much. More people should do it.
Thanks so much everyone for coming. This has been quite a journey for Aaron and I with this plant, and it's going to keep going because we are going to come back and do some supplementary plantings for any that we lose, and also from the genetic perspective. But yeah, we really appreciate it. We couldn't have done all this without you.